Hello YouTube, Joe Lamb for Super 8 Creations, coming to you this evening with an update on the Super 8 E-Ray. Wanted to thank everybody for such a tremendous send-off, Pat, last week. I'm still on cloud nine. I can't believe that last week came and went so quickly. It was just a tremendous opportunity. They say that taking a delivery at the museum is something that it should be on everybody's bucket list, especially if it's your first time getting a Corvette, or even if you've had one before and you're getting another one. I would definitely say that there would be nothing that could top what I experienced last week. So thanks a lot for that, everybody. It was so much fun. All the people that helped make that the memorable occasion that it was. It definitely was heartfelt, and I can't say enough thank yous to everyone. You know who you are. Thank you so much, and I love you all. So I got the car home and pulled into the garage. And you want to guess how many miles I got on the car from the little bit of driving that I did while I was down in Bowling Green to the drive all the way back to Saugatuck, Michigan. The whole time I'm looking at the odometer, I'm looking at my GPS, I'm doing my calculations, and I knew it was going to be close, but it couldn't have gotten any closer than it is right now. As we speak, the car has exactly 499 miles on it. That's right, 499 miles is how many miles I have on this car. Now, this car has sat in the garage since Saturday night when I brought it home, and I haven't taken it out since. Why? Because I've been busy trying to catch up on work, trying to catch up on merch. And for those of you who are waiting for merch, I do apologize. I'm just a little bit behind. So please continue to be patient. I really appreciate it. But a lot of things have been happening since the bash, and just trying to get back in my grind. But yeah, right now I've got 499 miles on the car. Next week, actually Saturday, I'm taking it to Chicago to a place called Extreme Auto Glass. And they're going to do the PPF. They're going to do a ceramic coat on it. They're going to do window tint, both on the inside of the windshield and the side windows, but not on the back. And they're going to do windshield protection. This place is great. It's in Addison, Illinois. If you have an opportunity to go there, this place, last year I took my C8 Stingray there, and I was amazed. From the time I walked in the building, you could eat off their marble floors. I mean, yeah, you could literally eat off of them. They were spotless, and I'm a kind of a stickler for being neat and clean. This place totally exceeded my expectations. And then when they took me in the back and they showed me how they've expanded, how they've got different rooms for different processes, whether it's PPF or doing window tint, the different things that they do, waxing the cars, getting them prepped for the PPF. Each section was closed off, basically sectioned off by a wall, and it was designed to keep any cross contaminants from entering into another room, especially with the PPF. They don't want anything underneath the PPF. And these people that do the PPF, they're just so meticulous. As a matter of fact, they actually pointed out some things on my car that another installer of my PPF kind of cut some corners, and they were kind of bashful because they didn't want to say anything bad about the company. They didn't know who they were, but they kind of showed me some things that if I would have known, I probably wouldn't have been satisfied with. So that's why I'm taking the car all the way back to Addison, Illinois, to have them to do it. They're going to have it all next week. And the only reason I'm not going to miss this car is because I've got so many nice pictures and videos, and even stuff that's probably going to be coming up in the next week. I think Rick Conti stated that he's going to do something this Sunday on Coffee for Conti. I had one person said they saw me on Brink of Speed. They saw me on Rick Conti. They saw me on Dave. They even saw me on 60 Minutes. So, I mean, my 15 minutes of fame has turned into like a half hour of fame. But more importantly, I'm right in the space that I wanted to be in. I've been wanting to do YouTube videos for a long time. And in fact, I've got so much to talk about. I've got so much just to unpack that I've got content that I believe will last me for quite some time to come, let alone all the things that are happening in real time. So just trying to really get my YouTube persona together, and I want to produce some really interesting, engaging content. I've got plans to do at least, and I think I said this maybe in a previous video that I did, I've got plans to do a show where I'm going to be taking some of the fabulous people that I've met over the course of the last year and having them collaborate with me, whether we're doing a face-to-face with a split screen, or for those of you who are bashful, we'll just simply use B footage. And we're going to have it set up where you're wearing some of the merch that I've made for you. And we'll talk a little bit about that. And then we're going to talk about something special that ties you to Corvette. So I'm really excited about that. And just from all the things that I've witnessed and observed from what I'm calling just the OGs in the YouTube arena, and even some of the ones who haven't been doing it that long, but that I'm just so impressed by. I'm trying to take tips and pointers, and I've still got a lot to learn. I've got things on my YouTube, within my YouTube kind of back office that I need to tweak. So I'm kind of hoping to get some help with that too. But my hope is that within the next year, I'll have some, I can look back and we can see the progress that I've made. I mean, even just trying to look at this camera, Rick Conti told me, don't look at the screen, look at the camera. So I'm trying to do that and just get comfortable with what's on camera. But one of the things I wanted to talk about is, what do you do when you get a new Corvette and you notice some little things that just aren't quite right? I don't want to come across as being ungrateful, but I am kind of a perfectionist. My wife says I'm actually a little bit anal. And when it comes to stuff that's just not the way I think it should be, or I think it could be done a little bit better. I've noticed a couple of things on the car that need to be tweaked, for example. And since I got the car through Cogden Chevrolet and Rick Conti, that's in Ohio. I'm in Saugatuck, Michigan. Took delivery of it at the plant or at the museum in Bowling Green. I'm trying to determine what's the best way to go about letting Chevrolet know that there are a couple of things that are just out of alignment that need to be tweaked, so that way the car fully meets my satisfaction and some of the things that aren't so obvious. I know these cars are mass produced. I have a friend of mine who also has a 2025 E-Ray. His is white, and when he got his was number 4 built this year. It was the 4th car off the production line, and you would believe how out of alignment his body panels were. In fact, it was so bad that we had to get his car back to Chevrolet in order for them to realign the body panels. They were so out of alignment. That was one of my biggest fears. I don't have that big of a problem, but there is one part of the top of the car that is out of alignment. It's actually this part right here. This part right here actually sits over more here. You can see it's kind of out of alignment. I don't know if you can, I'm not going to move the camera, but this part here needs to be moved over. And when they repair that, they're going to actually have to restripe that part of the car in order to get that continuity back. But I mean, it's a little thing, but it's noticeable. That's probably the biggest issue that I have. There's also one other issue, but I'm going to hold off on talking about that because that's going to be an episode within itself. But in any case, you may have noticed some of the cardboard. I think I'm going to put that in the thumbnail in front of the rims or where the wheels are. You guys probably know what's going on there. But we got some things cooking there as well. But overall, I'm really excited about the car. As I said, it hasn't been out of the garage since I brought it home. And on Saturday, I'll be driving it to Chicago, Addison, Illinois, which is a suburb west of Chicago. And they'll have it all next week. And then I have to go the week after that or sometime next week when they finish it to pick it up. And then after that, boom, we're hitting the road. I've got so many things planned. I've got car shows that I want to attend. I'm hoping I'll have it back in time for the Chosen Few Corvette show in Columbus. If I can make it to that, I'm definitely going to go. If not, then I've got other things planned for it, places to go as well. So just all around, just kind of looking forward to things. But I'm not going to go on too long with this video because I got to go downstairs and make some merch, and I got to get some sleep. For those of you who may have heard the story, a couple weeks ago, I was pulling some all-nighters trying to get everything done. in time for the bash and getting all the t-shirts done for the takeover for Justin Horsepower Obsessed. And it's a labor of love. I don't mind doing it. I'm blessed with energy, but at the same time, my wife worries about me, and that's not cool. So in any case, I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up. I'm going to ask you to, if you like this content, if you like what I'm doing, if you see what I'm doing and you can give me some pointers on how I can make it better, by all means, chime in. I'm not thin-skinned, and I'm looking forward to, hearing from people, getting their feedback, and just continuing to produce content on an ongoing basis. As I said, a lot of the OGs who've been doing this for a while have given me some pointers, and basically they said, put a camera in front of what you're doing, have fun doing it, and don't worry about how well edited the video is. All that stuff will come. So I'm gonna take them up on that advice, and we're gonna get rocking, get moving down the road with this. We got a lot of stuff that I want to show to you guys, and just kind of show you, my crazy Corvette life. Somebody's gonna know what that means. Stole that from somebody. That's not my line, but I'll use it anyway. Well, once again, this is Joe Lamb with Super 8 Creations. Thanks for taking the moment to tune in. Like, subscribe, share. Help me grow this channel. I got a lot of great things coming down the pipeline, and everybody who's watching, I got my eye on you. Take care. Hello, everybody. This is Joe Lamb, Super 8 Creations. Thanks for tuning in. I want to take a minute just to thank everybody for giving me such a great send-off with the new Super 8